Urgent video this morning. Please watch this entire video. Good morning, YouTube. Beloved brothers and sisters, December the 7th, 2016. And last night I had an anxiety attack, a full-blown panic attack. And we're going to talk about that and a whole lot more. Very important in just a few moments. We gather around. Pull up a chair. We're going to talk about some breaking news happening in the world overnight. And I want to begin our day with coffee, and let me know what you're going to share with Pastor Dave while I share my coffee this morning with each and every one of you. Let me know in the comment section right now, what are you going to share with Pastor Dave? All right, let's go to some breaking news, sad news. Overnight, a massive earthquake in Indonesia, and 90 now have been feared dead, a lot of damage and a lot of destruction from this quake that hit overnight. 90 feared dead. And coming across the wire this morning, in Pakistan, a flight carrying 50 people caught fire in midair and has crashed, and it's feared now that all 50 passengers on board did not survive. So much going on in the world today. And Time magazine has named Donald Trump Man of the Year. I hope Donald Trump can really see the need for our veterans and our people in the inner cities, in every community, in every small town, every large town across the United States, and meet the needs of the people and bring some jobs back, because times are very, very desperate. These are desperate times. These are the most desperate of times. Let me have another sip of my coffee. It's the month of Christmas. It's December 7th. So many people are doing without. I'm going to talk about that in 1 second. Let me have another sip of coffee. Bear with me this morning as I try to get through this. I want to update everyone on the meeting I had with the Genesee County Volunteer Militia, the leadership. I met with two of the leaders of the militia here and where I live in Genesee County, and we sat down at a Tim Hortons on Hill Road, near Torrey Road, yesterday morning at 10 o'clock, and they have come through when they want to come out in force to help distribute much needed supplies to the homeless and the homeless tent cities. So we're going to have a homeless drive. We're going to begin Sunday, just to get out. They've never done this before, to see the homeless camps in Flint, Michigan, and to see how many people are really, really hurting. And then we're going to go full swing. I've got backpacks. I need supplies. We need, I want to put the call out, we need winter coats. We need more gloves. And we've got a lot of socks. We need winter hats, gloves, boots, and winter jackets. So I'm going to be, the next 2 days, putting the backpacks together. Personal hygiene products, things for the winter, cold and flu remedies are out there in the elements, and we need tents, pup tents, any type of tent that's not being used. So they're doing a drive to try to get as much supplies. I've given them a list of supplies that is needed, and we will be going out in force, and they have contacted the media, and the Flint Journal will be covering our mission to help the homeless this winter, this month of December. And we haven't set the date yet. It's going to be either December 17th or December 18th. We're going to bring out the big grills. We're going to set up tables, and we're going to feed. I'm sorry. We're going to feed the homeless for Christmas, either be December 17th or the 18th. We're going to try to get the media there. We're going to set up tables outside, and we're going to have ham and all, a feast for the homeless. I was contacted by a a gentleman. He's a veteran. Right after this had happened, that fought for our country. And he lives in a small town in a trailer park in Swartz Creek, right on the outskirts of Flint, Michigan. And like everyone else, lost his job. He's been doing every odd job that he can think of. But he's got 4 children, 2 girls, age 14, a little girl just turned 11, and a little boy that is 8 years old, and there won't be any Christmas for his children this year. He contacted me, and I know I've been there. And they turned off his, Consumers Energy turned off his power. He had gotten behind in a payment plan and a payment agreement. So they were in the dark, in the cold, and Christy, bless her heart, I put the call on Facebook to try to get a generator, but no, I wasn't getting any response. And Christy and I, we went out and got a generator and got it hooked up for them just so they have some lights so you can see where they're going. And this family is in desperate need, and again, their children won't be having any Christmas. I put them in contact with, if you live in Flint, Genesee County, and this has happened to you and your utilities have been turned off, here's some resources if you live in whatever town you live in. The St. Vincent de Paul is a big help, and I know what we think about the Catholics, but I'm trying to tell you, when you've exhausted all other avenues of help and your utilities have been turned off, St. Vincent de Paul is a big help. Let me get my notes here. St. Mary Queen of Angels in Swartz Creek, 4413 Mount Morris Road, 810. The phone number 635-3240. The Salvation Army in Flint, 810, area code 232-2199. Holy Redeemer of Flint, their phone number for assistance on getting your utilities back on is area code 810-743-3050. Catholic Outreach of Genesee County, the phone number if you are in this situation or getting close, area code 810-234-4693. And Veterans Trust Fund, the area code is 517-284-5299, and they help with the shutoffs. We went and took this precious brother, born again, the generator, and there's just so much need, so much hurt in the world, and I see it, and it's Christmas, and I think I have PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. I see what people are facing, and I've been there, and I know when I'm out with, I was talking to a sister on Facebook this morning, and she has started a ministry. We encourage, this ministry here encouraged her in Texas to start her own homeless ministry, and she's talking about how the names that she gets called, and for helping the homeless, and I said yes, and every week I'm called terrible names. I'm screamed at, but it doesn't compare to the names, the verbal abuse of the homeless take every day, and I've been there. So I think I'm seeing, I remember when we lost everything, when we had our utilities turned off, right before we launched our home, and we're on the streets. So I think that was kind of bringing back a lot of memories for me last night. So lift this family up in prayer. No announcements, no offerings have come in to help this ministry. This is just one family that we came to their aid as best we could, and we're trying to see what we can do about getting their lights back on and gas. But they have children that are in need that won't have a Christmas. It's only one of the many families in Flint and Detroit that have contacted me this year, and I feel helpless. Pray for this ministry. I'll put the link below.